What's up, y'all? Y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Nightmare. It's TD Ayo-Durojaiye. This is the last one. This is the Nightmare Knowledge Podcast. This is the Nova 2023 football camp vlog. Today was Ocean City. You know what that means. We pack it up. We go to Ocean City, New Jersey. We go to the high school. We have our team scrimmage, and our goal is to make it out healthy and to get better, and that's what we did today. Guys looked great on both sides of the ball. Defense was making plays defensively. That boy Turner Inch is going to be a problem. If y'all don't know about him, I hope y'all find out about him very soon. He was making plays. Defense was breaking up passes, making stops on third down, getting to the passer. Offense was converting in the red zone, getting good runs. It was a lot of good things on both sides of the ball. And, I'm really excited for what this team has in store this year. We have a lot of depth. We have a lot of young guys that, have answered the call. We have a lot of young guys that are prepared. We have a lot of young guys that are going to have to play a lot of minutes this year for various reasons. And, camp is a great opportunity to prepare. And, that's what these young guys have done. They've taken advantage of their reps. And Ocean City is the time where you get to kind of put everything you've learned the first 2 weeks of camp into training, into fruition, and, kind of see the fruits of your labor pay off. And, I'm really excited for what this team is going to become. Like I said, it's about getting to that 95% so that on game day, come week one at September 2nd, that last 5% will just come. And, I think we're headed in the right direction. And I'm very, very, like I said, excited about, the potential that this team has from each individual, but not only that, as a team and the success that we can have. I have two gentlemen with me right here. One of them is a young guy, and one of them is a guy, like the guy. And I'm going to let them talk about, their journeys. We're going to talk a little bit about, how unique your journey can be, how you have to be ready, how life can catch you at any moment, and how your demeanor, your attitude will kind of carry you through everything. I got two special guys with me. I got Remi, Joshua Remi, my boy, Niger boys. You already know what it is. If he's Nigerian, he's like that, just off rip. He's going to be a guy that's going to have to play a lot for us this year. A guy that had literally 0 snaps last year is going to have to play 40-plus, in a couple games this year. And he's a guy that's going to contribute on special teams. He's a guy that I think has a bright future here, very athletic, great safety, ball guy, just, whatever. You know what that means, a guy that finds the ball, and he'll surprise you. He looks skinny, but, the boy knows how to hit. The boy loves to tackle. And the guy I got with me as well, to my left, I call him Baby Jokic because, he really just be hooping like Jokic, and, his athleticism will surprise you. That's why I call him Baby Jokic. It's big country. You could call him Ian Erickson if you want, but that's really big country, man. He's going to tell you a little bit about, his journey, about persevering. He's got a great story to tell y'all. And, I think these guys are guys that, will help us win and get to where we need to be this year. Josh, on the field, and, BC, a guy that's always positive, no matter what, he's going through. He's always been positive. He's always been someone who's encouraged his teammates. I can remember the last time I was practicing with BC, literally I made a juke move, and I literally heard him scream from 10 yards behind me and run up and dap me up. He's that type of guy, and, that's the type of guy that we're going to need this year. So I'm going to let these guys do the rest of the talking. Y'all hear enough from me. So we're going to start with my Niger boy, Josh Remi. Like I said, a young guy who's going to have to play a lot. So, Josh, tell us a little bit about, that big transition, right? Going from being a freshman to, week one, I'm going to have to play a lot of snaps. And, tell me what that's been like for you, what camp has been so far leading up to Ocean City, and, kind of say whatever.
First of all, I just want to say thank you for having me on this podcast. I really appreciate it. I really think it's great what you're doing on here. And just coming in from freshman year, dealing with a hand injury and having to have surgery and being out the whole season, it was tough. But a lot of the older guys like yourself and all my DBs, they looked out for me, told me to keep my head up. They were all supporting me, coaching staff, everybody. And coming into this year, being in a position to play, it's really just about confidence. And day by day, the highs and lows, it's all just about confidence and getting that next play mentality and just keeping my head high. Even if there's a bad play, I just got to come back the next play. And it's been a fun experience, really getting to get these reps with the ones. And even with the bad experiences, it's been great seeing my teammates be there for me, and having these talks with me, and just learning the game, and learning from vets, learning from the coaches, and just you know what I'm saying, going to work every day with my brothers. So we've been building this we over me mentality since the end of last season, or since even longer than that. And this year we just really bought into it, especially in camp. Just working for each other, most importantly. So I just been loving the process, just attacking every day, and just looking forward to show what I could do this season.
Yeah, you talked a lot about consistency, and you play and confidence. You talk about the position you play. You play safety, you play defensive back. You're a young guy. Talk about where your confidence comes from, and how you're gonna build that confidence as you continue to get more game reps and continue to get more comfortable with playing at the college level.
Yeah, like you said, consistency is big. So a lot of it's just gonna come with game reps and just feeling it like back out, because I haven't really played since high school. So just getting back to them game reps, and just getting out there, getting those first plays in, and just getting really comfortable with the game flow, the game speed, everything. And that's a big thing. When I first came, I learned that the game speed was much faster. And now that I've had that year to kind of settle in and learn the process and see how much faster the game moves, and watching a bunch of more film, it's easing down for me, and I'm getting a lot more comfortable, getting used to the speed of the game, getting a lot more confident, and just believing in myself, believing in the guys next to me, and just focusing on doing my job and doing what the coach is asking me, and being a guy who my teammates could rely on and know that the job's going to get done.
Yeah, Josh, all that stuff you said was so great. And as a young guy to understand that, and as a guy who's going to contribute on our defense this year, having that mindset and that mentality at this age is something that's going to take you a very long way. And my advice to you is be like, bro, just continue to be confident, right? Like, I talk to you all the time personally, and like whether it's on the field or off the field, like your confidence is going to take you a long way. You're an athletic kid. Like, I like to brag about Nigerians all, but I really mean it. Like, this kid is special. Like, so Josh, when you go out there, you have to believe that. And you have to allow your play to show that as well. If you make a mistake, there's no excuse that you shouldn't be running to the ball. You're one of the fastest kids on the team, and you're one of the best tacklers. You've proven that through camp. You know how to tackle. For a guy that comes across as someone who's a little on the smaller side just because he's tall, you know how to wrap up, you know angles. I've seen you do it. So I want your confidence to, especially in your tackling, you got to go, bro. Don't hesitate. Because when you start thinking, bro, you're not going to be the best version of yourself. I want you to go out there and just play. And I want you to lead by your play. You're a young guy. You may not be able to lead with your voice, but your play will speak a lot. And with the team we have and the guys and the chemistry that we're building right now, we're going to back you up. So I expect you to be wearing that gold rhinestone dusted V chain a couple times this year. I want you to get a couple picks. I want you to get some PBUs. I want you to pick that ball up, and I want you to go, man. At the end of the day, just go. Like you said, you haven't played in 2 years, bro. Like, you really haven't played real football in 2 years. And that was when you had to do everything for your team. Now you just got to focus on doing your job. And when you do your job and you play fast, bro, I guarantee you're going to help us win games. And we talk about winning games, right? And it takes all of us. All 93 of us, I talk about all the time. If we over me, it's not 92 out of 93. It's not 88 out of 93. We need all of us, coaches included. And this guy right here to my left is a guy that, whether it's not with his play, because when he plays, he always plays hard. He always plays hard. He's one of the best athletes out of all the bigs. He's definitely got the best jumper. That's undisputed. He's definitely got the best jumper out of all the bigs. He's one of the best hoopers on the team, but, like, he's one of the best people, too. Like, BC, big country, like, ever since I met this kid when he got here, like, he's always been a guy that's been comfortable being himself. He's always encouraged others. He's always been positive. And you see someone like you talk about loving the game like a child. Like, you think about when you were a kid, the things you love to do, you didn't think about how much you love to do them. You just did it because you loved it. You genuinely loved it. This kid has a childlike love for his teammates and for the game. So, BC, I want you to tell the people a little bit about yourself and, like, where does this childlike love and appreciation for the game and your teammates come from? And, honestly, just tell us about, tell everybody about yourself.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for having me on the podcast, TD. Pleasure to be here. But I'd say, it kind of all started just when I was young. My parents would just, tell me to go play outside, play in the neighborhood, play with all the kids that are around. And, I'd just go out there and, we're always playing some kind of sport, sometimes basketball, sometimes we set up like street hockey or something. But, we'd always be playing something, and I'd just go out there and I'd have fun. And, I just try to keep that mindset with me always. Just, every time you're playing sports, you're just going out there to, obviously you got a job to do, and it's, go out there and get a win, but you're still just playing a game. So you want to have fun when you're out there. And I think I've always thought that, the more fun and the looser I am when I go out onto the field, the better I'm going to play. So why wouldn't I try to bring that fun out there and try to bring it out of everybody? And I've always had that with me. And I think it's part of why I've tried to, play as many sports as I possibly can, because, you have fun, you enjoy playing those sports, and you always kind of take a little bit of every sport with you into another sport. Like, I think I can attribute a lot of my footwork on like pass sets and stuff. A lot of that's from basketball and even from like tennis and stuff. And then I've always been able to kind of stay in shape and in condition. And I think that's probably because I, did a lot of swimming and stuff like that growing up. And, that takes a lot out of you. So it's really just I'd say the more things you do, you can always, be a more complete person. You can take things from one area and bring them over to another area to, help you in a way that you might not have ever thought of before.
Yeah, and I really appreciate you telling people that, because I'm telling y'all, if you watch BC hoop, like, you'll really understand, and then you watch him play the offensive guard position, and like you see the movement in his feet, the swiftness, like he's very light on his feet, he moves very well, like he's got like a spring to him that like not a lot of big guys got. And one thing Josh talked about was, the adversity of dealing with injury. And, that's something that you're dealing with right now. And Josh, I saw, bro, like you can check some of my pictures on Instagram. You can see Josh in the background either jumping up or being hype or, all that stuff. And, Josh had to deal with having to stand on the sidelines and watch. Like, it's different when you're standing on the sidelines suited up, BC. Like, you understand that. Like, you get the game feel. Like, you understand what it's like to be a part of it. But it's like, now you're in a position where you're going to have to help us in other ways that are not physical. So tell us, like, how are you going to help this team in that respect? And, honestly, like, I have to say I commend you, bro. Like, you always have high spirits, bro. It's not easy that, like, y'all don't understand what my man BC has been through, these last couple months. And, I appreciate him for, always having a smile on his face and always making me happy. I'm always happy when I see him. It's impossible not to be happy. So kind of tell us how you're going to, help us and, help us continue to get better each and every day from a morale standpoint. And, even talk about the things you're doing to keep yourself up and keep yourself going every day.
Yeah, I'd say, just for this season, I'm not going to be able to play it all this year. So I just plan on, being a energetic voice, someone to help those who are down, and if people are up, keep them up, because we need all that energy we can have to be successful. And then hopefully I can help, especially with the O-line, to try to figure out some defenses and stuff from that respect. But it's going to be a big year of just trying to keep everyone up and just go out there and have fun from the sidelines, because again, like everyone said, it's we over me this year. And that includes me too. I got to be part of the team. I got to make sure everyone is doing everything they can to help. So I'm going to do all I've got. I'm sure I'm going to lose my voice just about every game this year, because I'm going to be yelling more than anyone else on that field. But, in terms of, keeping my spirits up, I'm just going to hang around with the guys a lot. Obviously it sucks being hurt, and, it's, missing games sucks, but even the little, not being able to walk and stuff like that, it's tough. And, it's stuff like that, the little stuff you don't think about before you get hurt, like taking a shower. I got one leg right now, and I got one I can't get wet, so got to get like a shower sleeve and a shower chair and stuff to just do basic stuff like that. But, when you're hurt, it's about little victories. And, I've had some, and I'll keep having some. Fortunately, I had a little setback where I had an infection. I had to get another surgery, and I'm going to have to get another one in 2 months. So that's not good, but, whatever happens. Just got to roll with the punches and, just do whatever you can to stay up. And I'm going to be with my guys, so I know that they're going to keep me high spirits. And, I'm going to watch us win a ton of football games this year. I can't wait for that. I'm going to be on the sideline. I'm going to do everything I can to help the team. And, as much as I'm going to be, trying to help them, they're going to be unintentionally helping me to stay up, because just seeing them go out there and succeed and compete, it's going to bring me joy. So, every day in practice, I'm going to be out there because I want to see them succeed. I saw it was a couple weeks ago, they made like a video of some highlights from practice, and I was laughing because there was one, it was just me on the sideline with the crutches up, holding up a touchdown, because I was getting excited. We were making plays out there. That's what gets me going. So, yeah, I'm excited to, even if I can't be a part of the season on the field, just watch the season and be a part of the season mentally and emotionally. So that's what I'm looking forward to this year.
Yeah, BC, I really appreciate that. And, my advice to you is be like, first of all, I'm going to continue to pray for you each and every day. Like, you're somebody that, I'm going to have to play for this year. Like, you always play for the man next to you. You play for your brother. You play for the ones that can't. So you're somebody that I'm going to remind us each and every game on the offensive side of the ball, we got to play for guys like you, because you're going to be somebody that keeps us up. I talk about energy each and every day. So my advice to you is to, bro, never change, bro. We need guys like you. We talk about we. Like, you're a guy that we need. We need high-energy guys. And you're somebody who was, your freshman year, you were here when we won a lot of games. You were here when we were successful. You're here when we won the CAA. You know what it looks like. You know what energy looks like on the side. You were there for Holy Cross. I remember how energetic you were. So it's like, I want you to continue your challenge is to bring it every day. It's going to be hard, BC. It's going to be hard. And I have to remind myself to keep you up too. Because guess what? When I'm struggling during a game, or, I need help with what the offensive line is doing, I want to be able to come to you for you to bring me up. So I want you to each and every day push yourself to continue to just be like, how can I get 1% better? Not even just physically, because that'll take care of itself. I know you want to get back. You're going to try and get 10% better if you can each and every day physically. So I want you to just try and challenge yourself to get 1% better mentally, because I know once you get back on that field, you're going to thrive. Football is what you love, man. I talk about that childlike love. So never lose that childlike love and never lose that chip on your shoulder. And guys, like, when you see guys like Remi, see guys like BC on campus, like, I'm sure y'all saw Remi walking around with that big-ass cast on his hand. Like, you don't understand, like, the mental battle that he's dealing with independently. Y'all think he's just a kid going here for free. Y'all think we just kids going here for free, going around campus wearing all this nice stuff, but it's a mental battle. I talk about the mental 1%. Like, I'm sure Josh can tell you that mental battle is real when you can't play. It's not even about the injury. It's about not being able to play. We try and play through. Y'all understand, we'll play through sprained ankles, separated shoulders, all this stuff. Y'all don't understand the stuff we put our body through. So these two young guys, they're going to help us in every way possible. They're going to put their bodies on the line. If you've seen Josh play, he literally puts his body on the line. He plays his ass off. And BC, like, he is he literally an energy guy. He doesn't stop. So, like, this is the type of stuff we got going on our team. Like, I promise y'all, like, Joshua Oluremi, like, you're going to see him make a lot of plays this year. And you're going to be surprised, but I'm not, because I saw him on scout team last year. You want to talk about scout team? Two guys that were regularly scout team players of the week or practice players of the day are the two guys standing next to me right now. Regularly, not like like every week, every day making plays. I'm watching Josh make plays with one hand on our starting offense. An offense is supposed to go out and put up 30 to 40 points a game. So these are the type of guys that we got in our locker room. These are the type of guys that are going to be prepared to go out there and help us win games. BC talked about it. We're going to win games. We're going to put butts in seats. We're going to be great this year, but it's going to be because of all the stuff that we did in the offseason to get together as a team. We've really come together. And I hope y'all are understanding by the testimonies of my teammates just how powerful what we got is going on here. I can't really explain it to you. They can do their best too, but it's like what we got going on here is real. Like, and we want to be able to be the best version of ourselves because we've seen what 6-5 looks like. We hate it. Like, I'm seeing us do stuff like there's nothing that reeks of last year's stench at all on this team. it's the same guys, but our mindset is all the same. And we're all getting the best out of each other. So it's like, in terms of getting the best out of each other, I'll start with you, BC, and then I'll ask you, Josh, to close this episode up. BC, what are you going to do to get the best out of each and every person on this We Over Me 2023 team that's chasing greatness? What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring energy every day. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna see who's down. I'm gonna try to get them up, and people who I'm up, I'm gonna keep hyping them up, getting them even more up. Try to get everyone in on the energy. Just everything I can do. I'll put my heart, soul, mind, body, all of that into it this year to make sure I can do everything I can to make this team as good as possible.
Yeah, to go off a big country, I'm just gonna try and bring the best energy I can. I'm gonna give it all I have. I'm gonna make plays. I'm gonna lift my guys up, do everything I can, and like you said, I'm gonna put my body on the line, put my mental on the line, everything I can for the team, and just whatever needs to be done will be done to be successful, and that's it.
Y'all heard it here, man. Like, what we got going on here is special. Like, Ocean City was a great day. I'm glad we made it out healthy. We got an off day going in tomorrow. Like, Josh going to rest up, and, BC's going to continue to get better. Like, we all got to get better. So, each and every day we're continuing to tap that rock. We're just continuing to get the best out of each other. And I hope you guys are prepared for what we're going to bring for y'all this season, because I think it's going to be greatness, because that's what we've been chasing each and every day. And I don't want y'all to be a fan later, so be a fan now. We Over Me 2023 Loyalty Club. We ain't taking no fakes. See y'all later.